What is up, guys? My name is George, and we are back at my church, Christ Beginning and the End, to give you guys a first impressions video. You guys have been asking me, you guys have been telling me, upload it, upload it, upload it. Well, here it is. This is going to be my first impressions of the Studiologic SL88 Grand GT Mark II. That's a long name. I almost messed up. So with my first month of playing this keyboard, I do have quite a few things that surprised me. One of the first things that jumps out at me whenever we first plugged it in and I tried it for testing was the Midi 2 that this keyboard has. So according to the Studiologic website, the SL Mark II takes a leap into the future with Midi 2.0 to unlock the full potential with greater resolution, richer dynamics, unprecedented precision. It's not just MIDI, it's music at its most expressive. So what I can attest to that is that, to my ears at least, it's true. Talking to my dad, the pastor, when we first plugged it in and tried it out, the first thing we noticed was the clarity, the cleanness of the sound, the cleanness of the output that we were getting. So when we had that keyboard, we had a USB Type 2 coming out from the back, going into an adapter from USB Type 2 to USB-C, which I then connected into my Anchor hub. However, now I just connect it directly from the USB-C out, coming from the keyboard, into my USB-C Anchor hub, and that gives me such a clean, clear sound that we now hear, which we really, really love. So my theory is, now take it with a grain of salt, that since we used to have an adapter, now we have a clean connection coming from the keyboard USB-C out into the USB-C in of my Anchor hub, so that could potentially lead to a richer, more dynamic sound. One of the second things that surprised me about this keyboard is the Pro Touch, or I guess you could also call it Aftertouch, that is in this new updated version. So according to the website, once again, it says, equipped with the TP/110, a high-end weighted mechanism combining featherlight portability with robust portability, with reduced bounce and aftertouch triggered by hammer action. Every note feels authentic and effortless. So this is my first keyboard that I've ever had with aftertouch, and I can say that it does feel different to the first version, just by the little nuances and the weight that I distribute whenever I'm playing. The difference between really digging your fingers in here and then playing it softly, you can really tell, and I feel like I can express myself more as a keyboard player with Aftertouch, but once again, that's my personal experience. Another thing that I really loved about this keyboard is that they kept the weighted 100% wood Keybed. So according to the website again, featuring the TP400 wood, our finest Keybed ever, designed to deliver an unparalleled touch. It offers a playing experience remarkably close to that of an acoustic grand piano. From the precise hammer action to the timeless beauty of the wooden keys, every detail is crafted to inspire and elevate your performance. So I can attest that they did keep that beautiful, my favorite, that I hold to the highest regard, playing a whole bunch of different types of keyboards myself. I still recommend Studiologic for anybody looking for a MIDI controller with the absolute finest keybed that feels exactly or almost exactly like a grand piano. This keybed is one of the best, and still the best, that I've been playing up to this date. So someone on the channel mentioned that they wanted me to zoom in on the keys and strike them without any sound playing, so that they could hear the sound and bounce of the wooden keys. So I'm going to do that now. So also in this Mark II version, they have the Keybed has a glossy finish compared to the subtly textured finish on the keys of the Mark I. So that's one of the differences. That's one other difference that the Mark II has compared to the Mark I. One thing that I didn't like about the SL Mark II was that Studiologic decided to go with a glossy keybed instead of a textured keybed like the first version. Me, in my personal preference, I prefer the subtly textured version just because it gives a little bit more of a feel on the keys when it has a texture. It feels more pleasant to me. I enjoyed it more. But I'm not saying that I don't like the new keys. I love them, but I would have gone with the subtly textured on the Mark II, but to each his own. Some people prefer the glossy finish. So another thing that surprised me about this keyboard is that it has an integrated audio interface, which the Mark I does not. So according to the website, the SL Mark II doesn't just control, it delivers with dual audio outputs and a headphone jack, which are right here. The left and right quarter-inch left and right out, and then the headphone jack right here. So it functions as a professional grade audio interface powered entirely by USB-C. It delivers pristine sound from computer or mobile device directly into your speaker system, no extra hardware needed. So I'm guessing by using the audio interface that is in this keyboard, you would plug a quarter-inch cable out from this left and right out, and then you would plug that into your PA system or into your stage box. I haven't tried it personally. I haven't tried it just because from what I know, you can get sound from a quarter-inch output, but it's typically not recommended when using for a live performance because a balanced left and right XLR audio out would be the best use case when performing live. I would use this to record sounds in a studio setting, but I personally wouldn't use it for live performance just because out of a quarter-inch left and right out, you're not going to get the same quality sound that you're going to get from a balanced XLR left and right main out. That's just me. That's just in my experience. You're more than welcome to use the left and right quarter-inch out into your main PA system or whatever you're plugging into for live performance. That's just me. I personally wouldn't do it, but essentially it's up to you. So I'm not going to get too in depth with my thoughts on this keyboard just because it's a first impressions. I got a in-depth review coming up after this one. I really want more time with this keyboard to give you guys like a complete overview of everything that's included, using the DAW, using the sounds that Studiologic has now put in, which you can use, and the 4 zones. So in summary, after a month of using this keyboard, I would say if you haven't bought the Mark I, or if you're in the market for a MIDI controller in that $700 to $1,000 range, I would 100% recommend that you go for the SL88 GT Mark II by Studiologic. I mean, it's the best out there in my experience. In my opinion, also, I mean, you're just not gonna find the insane, amazing build quality, this amazing keybed with Aftertouch now, with an audio interface. I mean, most of the keyboards out there with an integrated audio interfaces, I mean, you're talking about the Rolands that cost like $4,000 or $5,000. You really can't beat this keyboard. Again, I didn't go in depth with everything that's included when you buy this keyboard. That's gonna be for the next video. So let me know if you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, anything that I didn't go over in this video, anything that you want me to go over in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've been saying video way too many times and this outro is getting long. So thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.